Word Wednesday, Father's Day edition. Judge not, ye shall be judged. With what merit ye judge, ye shall also be judged by. When I was 12 years old, my Uncle Sammy came to live with us. The last thing a 12-year-old boy wants is a roommate. So my world is just torn upside down in my eyes. Oh my goodness, a roommate. Oh man, I could not stand my Uncle Sammy for about 2 weeks. Sammy was a heroin addict, crack, any drug there was, he tried it. Sammy was brilliant. This is single-handedly the most intelligent man that I've ever sat down and talked to. I talked to Sammy and learned more from my Uncle Sammy than any other man that walked the face of the earth. As back in the 80s, I'm all into hip hop like my whole generation was. And Sammy told me, nephew, hip hop is just your generation's version of bebop. And Sammy introduced me to Thelonious Monk, Sonny Rollins, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Max Roach. He opened up my eyes to a whole different world. Sammy could paint a picture, and he would have me in New York with him and Miles Davis buying heroin up on Sugar Hill. Sammy's stories was, man, if you ever heard Charlie Murphy stories, the Hollywood stories, they pale in comparison to my Uncle Sammy. A lot of my vocabulary, it expanded because I had to read and research books and study, because Sammy would always, debate, and I wanted to get into a debate with Sammy, but I was no match. So I had to read, I had to learn, I had to expand my knowledge on what I'm talking about, because this man knows everything about any subject. A fluent, articulate. The moral of the story, when I was 12, I saw my uncle for his weakness, for his addiction, and I judged him. When my uncle departed when I was 22, I saw him for his true glory. A brilliant man. His addiction did not define him. Don't kick people when they're down. You don't need to remind a drug addict that they're a drug addict. The same way, I don't need nobody to remind me that I'm 300 pounds. I was a fat baby. I was a fat boy. I was a fat teenager. I was a fat young man. Et cetera, et cetera. Don't kick people when they're down. You don't got the right to judge them. Judge ye not, ye shall be judged. With what merit ye judge, ye shall also be judged by. Rest in peace, Mr. Tate, Samuel Jenkins Jr., my hero, my mentor, my sensei. Love you, Tate. Happy Father's Day. Rest in peace, Samuel Jenkins Jr., Samuel Jenkins Sr., and the late Reverend Dr. Arthur White.